Yes, good morning, all of you. So, now let's begin with income tax. Ready, all of you? So, in last lecture, we have seen various steps. Computation of total income. First of all, we will determine residential status. Then, we will classify income under 5 heads: salary, house property, PGBP, capital gain, and income from other sources. After getting or after classifying all this income, we will calculate the income under total income. We will calculate the total income, that will be gross total income. But before that, we will apply clubbing provisions and set of carry forward rule. After this, we will compute gross total income, GTI, gross total income. Okay. Then certain deductions are allowed. I have given you the few names like interest on home loan, principal amount of home loan, equity linked mutual funds, LIC, then Mediclaim, donations. There are so many examples because separate chapter will be there in your next semester. Okay, so after deducting all these deductions, we will come to total income. Okay, so tax will be calculated on total income. Okay, so MCQ can be asked, tax, income tax will be calculated on dash. So option A, gross total income, option B, net total income, option C, total income, and option D, none of the above. What will be the correct answer? What will be the correct answer? Total income. That is option C. Okay, so you have to remember this. Now, we have discussed various tax rate for individuals up to 2,50,000 rupees. There is no tax. So basic exemption limit is 2,50,000 rupees. Up to 2,50,000 rupees, no tax will be levied. But beyond that, up to 5 lakh rupees. Up to 5 lakh rupees, tax will be at the rate 5%. So if my total income is 3,50,000 rupees, my total income is 3,50,000 rupees, then tax will be levied on 3,50,000 rupees minus 2,50,000 rupees, that is basic exemption limit. So the answer will be on 1 lakh rupee. 1 lakh rupee multiplied by 5%. It will be multiplied by 5%. So the answer will be 5,000 rupees. Tax amount will be 5,000, sorry, 2,500 rupees. Yes, 2,500 rupees. Clear? But rebate under section 87A, this is the most IMP concept. If your income is up to, if your income is up to rupees 5 lakh, okay, if your total income is up to rupees 5 lakh, then you will be allowed rebate up to 12,500 rupees of tax. Rebate up to 12,500 rupees. Are you getting this or not, class? What about, sir, if my total income exceeds 5 lakh rupees, then you will not get the benefit of rebate. Clear? Please repeat, sir. Okay. Now, let me share the Excel. Okay. It will be better understood. Visible? Okay. So, okay. So, Mr. A, gross total income 6 lakh 26,000, and Mr. B with the total income of 5 lakh 90,000. Okay, here now deductions available to Mr. A is 1 lakh 4,000, and deductions available to Mr. B is 1 lakh 15,000 rupees. Clear? Now, so total income for Mr. A will be 5 lakh 22,000, and for Mr. B it will be 4 lakh 75,000. Clear? Now, calculation, tax calculation. Up to 2 lakh 50,000 rupees, no tax. Okay? Up to 2 lakh 50,000 rupees, no tax. Now, more than up to, first of all, let me write down up to 5 lakh rupees. Up to 5 lakh rupees, tax rate will be 5%. But up to 5 lakh means first 2,50,000 no tax, but beyond 2,50,000 but up to 5 lakh rupees 5%. So 5 lakh minus 2,50,000 rupees. 5 lakh minus 2,50,000 rupees multiplied by 5%. So the tax will be 12,500. And up to 10 lakh rupees, slab will be 20%. That we have discussed in last lecture. That up to 10 lakh it is 20%. Up to 5 lakh no tax. Up to 5 lakh, beyond 2,50,000. But if income is more than 2,50,000, but up to 5 lakh. Here also, if my income is beyond 5 lakh, but up to 10 lakh, then 20%. Clear? Now, Mr. X or Mr. A, total income 5,22,000. In first 2,50,000, first 2,50,000 no tax, next 2,50,000 12,500, and next remaining amount 5,22,000 minus 5 lakh that we have already considered. That will be 22,000 multiplied by 20%. The total tax will be 16,900 rupees. 16,900 rupees. Now similarly for Mr. B, total income is 4,75,000. So if I have to calculate 4,75,000 minus 2,50,000 rupees that we have already considered, multiply by 5%. Tax payable will be 11,250. Here we will calculate. It doesn't require to calculate income more than 5 lakh. Why? Because Mr. B is earning 4,75,000 rupees only. Now our question will arise. Rebate available to whom? Rebate available to Mr. A only, or both Mr. A and Mr. B, or Mr. B only? Anyone can tell me? Otherwise, I will explain. Rebate available to whom? B, Mr. B, only B. Okay. So, why? Rebate will be available to those whose total income is less than 5 lakh rupees. Whose total income is less than 5 lakh rupees. Okay. So now here, Mr. B, whose total income is less than 5 lakh rupees, will be allowed rebate under section 87A, and that will be 12,500 or tax amount whichever is lower. Okay. So 12,500 or tax amount whichever is lower. So total tax payable, now tax payable will be here 16,900 and here nil. Are you getting this or not? So if you check the income earned by Mr. A is 5,22,000. Mr. B is 4,75,000, means Mr. A is higher by 47,000 rupees only. If you do the difference amount, if you find that 47,000 rupees, Mr. A will earn more than Mr. B, and then tax payable will be 16,000 rupees 900, and for Mr. B it will be nil. So this is the drawback of rebate. If you earn a single rupee more than 5 lakh, if you earn 5 lakh 1 rupee, 5 lakh 1, for example, here if deduction is available, let's say 89,000, then your amount will be 5 lakh 1,000 total income. Then here amount will be accordingly changed. 5 lakh 1,000 I have to write down over here also. So tax payable will be 12,550 and rebate will be lost. So tax payable will be 12,550 rupees. Are you getting my point? If your total income exceeds 5 lakh rupee, it is higher by 1,000 rupee only. Because of that 1,000 rupee, Mr. B has to pay 12,550 rupees. This is the drawback of income tax rebate 87K. Okay, either you can claim full or nothing. Should I give more example, class, or it is clear? I think, please repeat, sir. Question asked from Miro. Yes, Miro. Miro, clear or not? Okay, very good. Done? Now, sir, up to 5 lakh rupees, 5%. In excess of 2,50,000, but up to 5 lakh rupees, it is 5%. Income between 5 lakh to 10 lakh, it is 20%. And income beyond 10 lakh rupees, it is 30%. Okay, it is 30%. So this is your income tax slab. Okay, it is progressive in nature. Yesterday one line was there, it is progressive in nature, and I told you that we will discuss it later. So here it comes. Why progressive in nature? Now if I am earning 1,90,000, no tax. If I am earning 2,90,000, then tax will be there, but 5%, and I will claim rebate. For example, my income is 3,90,000. Again, tax will be there, but I will get rebate. My income is 4,90,000. Again, tax will be there, but I will get rebate. But now my income is 5,90,000. Tax will be there. 2% will be applicable, 5% and 20%, but no rebate, and no rebate will be available, and I have to pay full tax. Now my income is 9,90,000, then I have to pay tax 5% and 20% accordingly, but not 30%. But if my income is 10,10,000, then I have to pay tax in accordance with the 3 slab: 5%, 20%, 30%. Clear? Now the most important part, however, new section 115 BAC provides an option for concessional slab rates to individual and HUF subject to certain conditions, which have been discussed later in this chapter. Okay, that we will discuss later. Section 115 BSE. Now, the tax rate have to be applied on total income to arrive at income tax liability. For certain special income like long-term capital gain, lottery income, specified short-term capital gain, slab rate will not be applicable. Okay, so what is the meaning of long-term capital gain, short-term capital gain? That we will discuss in next semester, semester number 4. Okay, lottery income. This is part of your fourth head, capital gain and income from other sources. So if you are earning anyone from this, then special rate will be applicable, special tax rate will be applicable, and not the slab rate will be applicable. These income are taxable at special rates. While slab rates are given in Annual Finance Act, special rates are contained in Income Tax Act itself. Okay, slab rate will be applicable or will be given in Annual Finance Act. In budget, if you know, in budget slab rate will be differentiated. If in 2018 it was different, in 2019 it was different, in 2020 it was different, it will be changed according to the requirement, but special rate will not change. It will be as per, it will be given in Income Tax Act 1961, so it cannot be changed. Okay, so it is one of the important line. Now step 10, surcharge or rebate under 87A. Rebate we have discussed. What is this surcharge? Surcharge is an additional tax payable. Oh my god, again additional tax. Sir, additional means 5% calculated, 20% calculated, 30% calculated. Now, if I am earning more than 50 lakh rupees, if I am earning more than 50 lakh rupees, then I have to pay tax on tax. Tax on tax. Mark my words. Tax on tax. It means surcharge. Okay. Now, surcharge is levied as a percentage of income tax, where total income exceeds 50 lakh rupees. The rates of surcharge applicable for different slabs of total income are discussed later on this chapter. It will be discussed later, okay? But you have to remember that surcharge is tax on tax. What is the meaning of tax on tax? For example, my income is 55 lakh rupees. Okay, 55 lakh rupees. So I have calculated tax up to 2 lakh 50,000, 0, 2 lakh 50 to 5 lakh, 5%, 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20%, and more than 10 lakh, but up to 55 lakh, 30%. Now, for example, okay, this is not the correct figure. For example, I have to pay total tax 1,95,000. Now I have to pay surcharge on this. I have to pay surcharge on this tax. 1,95,000 multiplied by surcharge, whatever the rate of surcharge, okay, and that will be paid by the SSE. Rebate under section 87A that we have discussed, where the total income is more than 5 lakh. Rebate is equal to the amount of income tax or 12,500, whichever is less. This is most time rebate will be asked. Rebate will be there in any exam. Health and education cess. Now, what is this health and education cess? Income tax as increased by the surcharge or as reduced by the rebate under section 87A, if applicable, is to be further increased by additional surcharge called education, health and education cess of income tax plus surcharge if applicable. It means 4% will be levied on tax of income tax. For example, my tax payable is 1,95,000, as I have earlier said. I have to multiply 4% of 1,95,000, and whatever the amount, that will be considered as health and education cess. And then I have the amount, that is total tax payable. Surcharge is different, additional surcharge is different. Surcharge is applicable only to those whose total income exceeds 50 lakh rupees, but health and education cess will be applicable to all. Will be applicable to all. Clear? Is it clear, class? Which part should I repeat, Srina? Rebate, surcharge, step number 11. Okay. Health and education cess. Now, let me again share that Excel sheet, so it will be more clear. Now, here, the tax payable is 16,900. Okay? 16,900. Now, health and education cess, that is 4%, will be calculated on tax. Okay? And total tax payable will be 17,576. This health and education cess is specifically calculated for only education purpose and health purpose. Okay? Only for health and education. Okay? This will be used in health and education of Indian public. Okay? Income tax can be used for any point of view, but health and education cess is specific for health and education of society. It is separately calculated and calculated on income tax. Similarly, here it is 502. So it will be 13,052 rupees. Are you getting my point? Is it clear now? Okay. It will be for all. But surcharge is for those whose total income exceeds 50 lakh rupees. Done? Now, let's come to PDF. Advanced tax and TDS. This is your separate module, but in semester 4. What is the meaning of advanced tax? Now, you have to just read, okay? This is not like you have to remember all these things. That will be covered step by step in future lectures. Right now, we are just doing that, identifying the income tax as a whole. What is the meaning of income tax and what are the terminologies used in this? Advanced tax means, for example, I have to pay 1 lakh rupee to government as a tax amount. Okay, my tax amount is 1 lakh rupee. Not my income, okay? My tax amount is 1 lakh rupee. Now, income tax says you are supposed to pay some installments of this tax step by step to me as an advance tax. I say why? So government say that after completion of 1 year, you will file your return after completion of your previous year. So it is not feasible for me. Why? Because you are using my money. You are supposed to pay tax 1 lakh rupee. You know that lump sum you are supposed to pay 1 lakh to 1,10,000. Okay, you know that. So you have to submit your tax amount in small installments. I said, okay, then give me the steps. So Income Tax Act specified that in 4 installments, of your previous year, you are supposed to pay your tax amount. Which are those? 15th June, first set. You know that your previous year will begin from 1st April and it will end on 31st March next year. So if my previous year is 2021, please check your chat box. If my previous year is 2021, then it will be start from 1st April 2020 and it will be ended on 31st March 2021. Okay. So my first installment, I know that I have to pay 1 lakh rupee tax in this previous year. Okay, lump sum, not exact figure. So I have to pay 15 percentage. Please remember this percentage, 15 percentage on or before 15th June. On or before 15th June. So on or before 15th June 2020, I have to pay 15 percentage of tax amount. Now, second, 15th September 2020, I have to pay the tax of 45 percentage. It is 45,000. Now, on or before 15th December 2020, I have to pay 75 percentage of tax. And last installment, 15th March 2021, I have to pay 100 percentage of tax amount. Okay. This is your semester 4. Okay. So no need to remember all this. Okay. Just understand this. Okay. So 15th June, 15th September, 15th December and 15th March. 4 installments on the basis of estimated income. Okay. Here the word written on the basis of estimated income. You don't know what will be your income after the completion of year. So on estimated income, you have to pay the tax. But sir, how can I come to know my expected income will be this much only from your previous year? For example, in previous year, my total income is 10 lakh rupee. So in this year, I can predict that my income will be around 11 to 12 lakh or 13 lakh. So I will calculate that tax and I will pay to the government advance tax. Now, what is the meaning of TDS? TDS is a separate terminology that we will discuss in 4th semester. Okay, it's very huge concept. Tax payable that we know. After adjusting the advance tax and TDS amount, the SSC would arrive at the amount of net tax payable or refundable. Such amount should be round off in nearest multiple of 10 rupee. Nearest multiple of 10 rupee. What does that mean? If my tax payable is 21,595 rupees, then it will be rounded off. It will be rounded off to 21,600 rupees as per section 288B. Let's say my total tax payable is 21,592 rupees. Then it will be rounded off to 5,900 rupees. Sorry, 21,590 rupees. Yes. Clear? Now, next point, return of income, step number 30. Okay. You have to file your income tax return as per the Income Tax Act 1961, last module of your semester 4. Done? So this is all about income tax. Nothing more, nothing less. I want reply from you whether it is clear, all the 13 steps or not. These are the base, okay? So please reply if you have any query or doubt. Then we can solve the doubt, or otherwise we will move ahead. Okay, 6 students replied out of 10. Still 2 remaining. Farjan, are you there? Okay. Now, important definitions. First of all, SSE. What is the meaning of SSE? SSE means a person by whom any tax or any other sum of money is payable under this act. Means a person who is supposed to pay any tax or any sum of money. In addition, it includes every person in respect of whom any proceedings under this act have been taken for the assessment of his income or the income of any other person in respect of which he is assessable, or the loss sustained by him in such other by such or by him or by such other person, or the amount of refund due to him or to such other person. And every person who is deemed to be an SSE under the provisions of this act, and every person who is deemed to be an SSE in default under these provisions, under any provision of this act. So it is very huge definition. SSE means a person who is supposed to pay tax. Okay. Now, who is supposed to pay tax? Who is earning? Obviously, the person who is earning is supposed to pay tax. Let's say Mr. X. Okay, Mr. X, whose earning is 10 lakh rupees. So he has to pay tax. So he will be an SSE. Now, Mr. X transferred his business to his wife, Mrs. X. He said, now I am not an SSE. I have transferred my business. So I am not an SSE now. So here, income of any other person. Now, whatever income generated by Mrs. X will be assessable in her name and not in the name of Mr. X. So income tax department says it's not like that. That is your business. You have transferred your business to your wife without any consideration. It means you will be the assessable person in respect of which he is assessable. Means Mr. X is assessable. Now, if any person face any loss, then loss sustained by him. Any person who is facing loss will be here, will be covered over here. Amount of refund due to him will be the person that will be covered over here. Now, every person who is deemed to be an SSE, who will be deemed to be an SSE? It means deemed to be means માની લેવાનું કે SSE છે. He is not an SSE, but deemed to be an SSE because he has done something that will be covered in this criteria, and he will be deemed to be an SSE, or he has made any default, then he will be considered as SSE in default. Okay, so person who is supposed to pay any tax, person in respect of whom any proceedings are going on, and a person who is SSE in default or person is deemed to be an SSE will be covered in the definition of SSE. 4 marks question can be asked. Write down the definition of SSE. Section 2, subsection 7. Now SSE done. Now sir, what is the meaning of assessment? Assessment means calculation procedure, computation procedure. Sir, computation कौन? Computation of income, calculation of income. Assessment, section 2, subsection 8. This is the procedure by which the income of an SSE is determined. It may be by way of normal assessment or by way of reassessment of an income previously assessed. Now, you have to think like that. For example, I am running a business. Okay, I am earning 10 lakh rupees per annum. Who knows that I am earning 10 lakh rupees or not? Okay. I will not give bills to the customer. I will not give bills to the customer. I will not take bills while purchasing. So I will not take bills at the time of purchase and I will not give bills at the time of sale. So automatically my profit, my net profit will be decreased. Why? Because I'm not recording anything. So at the time of calculation of tax, my net profit, my tax payable will automatically be reduced. Are you getting this? So all of you know that first of all, income tax return is filed by person itself, person himself or herself. He will file his income tax return. For example, Mr. X has to file return, so he will calculate how much amount he has earned and he will file his return. That, okay, I have earned this much money and I have to pay this tax. Okay. Income tax department will not calculate how much amount with that person is supposed to pay. But after return filed by Mr. X, income tax department will reassess that income, and then he gives the notice. Income tax department will give you the notice. सर आपने तो 5 लाख रुपीस बताया है इनकम टैक्स रिटर्न में, पर आप देखिए आपके बैंक अकाउंट की एंट्रीज तो कुछ और ही दिखा रही है. In your bank account, it seems that you have earned approx 25 lakh rupees and you have a high income tax rupees of 5 lakh rupees only. How? Show cause notice. Okay, show cause notice. So this is reassessment. Okay, practical example. Now assessment procedure will be dealt in detail in final level. Okay, in CA final you will learn in detail all these things, how assessment procedures will go. Now definition of person. Sir, you have already said the definition of SSE. Now definition of person, both are different? Yes, both are different. The definition of SSE leads us to the definition of person. What does that mean? It means the term SSE is broader than the term person. The term SSE is broader than the term person. Why? Because SSE leads us to the definition of person. It is clearly said. Okay. As the former is closely connected to the latter. The term person is important from another point of view also. The charge of income tax on every person. So, who will be covered in the definition of person? Individual, HUF, company, partnership firm, AOP, BOI, local authority, artificial jurisdictional person. Okay, these are the subcategory of person. Okay, in general term, person means you and me. Okay, but from point of view of income tax, person includes partnership firm also, company also, AOP also, BOI, local authority, all these are person. Okay. So someone will tell you that Reliance Limited is person. So you will laugh that what are you saying? Reliance Limited is a company. It's not person. It's company. It's non-living thing. No. I am talking from the perspective of income tax. Then you will say, okay, then you are correct. Person includes individual, HUF, company, firm, AOP, BOI, local authority, artificial jurisdictional person. Okay. If any one of your fathers are in business and if he is running company or firm, then ask him that the company or partnership firm has separate PAN or not. He will definitely say yes. If partnership firm is there or company is there, then Income Tax Act will allot separate PAN to each business. Okay? Why? Because it is separate legal entity. Separate legal entity. It is distinguished from individual person. So, sir, if Mr. A, Mr. B, and Mr. C come together to do one business, it will be partnership firm. Okay? Yes, correct. So, sir, how many income tax return will be filed? So, 4 income tax return will be filed. Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C and partnership firm. Partnership firm का income tax return separately file होगा. Why? Because it is separate legal entity, has separate PAN, separate income. Okay? Is it clear to all of you or not now? This is the base, okay? Chalo, please reply. Done? મજા આવે છે? Okay, so that's all for today. Okay, we will discuss the definitions of all these entities tomorrow in next lecture. So thank you all of you. All of you are requested to write down the enrollment number.